Welcome to Rimworld.
Gotta leave it all behind.
Welcome back, everyone. We have a lot to do to clean up after the last attack that we had. The first thing I want to do is to enlarge this stockpile zone in here, just so we can contain everything that we want. We also really need to get our butcher's table built again as a super high priority. And I was looking through my characters, and Beryl here, Red Shirt, is a night owl. So she really needs to be restricted to a different schedule. So we need to copy and paste the new couple, or the new two members of the colony, and we need to change her sleeping schedule so that she's asleep during the time where she's going to get a debuff. We're going to change her joy around so that she's around the colony before and after her sleeping schedule, and not immediately waking up and rushing off to do a job 100 miles away when she's hungry. Alright, Sarge is still working on this over here. What we need to get up is, see, we're going to build you 14. So I think we'll do a door right here. And we'll run this across to here. And we're going to put a fireproof door right in there. Alright, this stew is going to spoil in one day. Some of it is already spoiling, so we're not going to have very long to get on that. I would like you to get this butcher's table done as quickly as possible, and we need to get some meat together so we can get some more stews together. We had a couple days from having to cook because of those cargo drops, but now we need to really get back into it. We'll stick with the small game so that if they go manhunter on us, we're not just having everybody beat down by a pack of muffalos. That would be embarrassing, but it's happened to me before. Now we have the butcher's table done, so we can butcher creatures forever. Let's unrestrict everything on the map in case there's anything laying around that we need. If these two are going to be cutting blocks all day long, which is perfectly fine for me. Sarge just depositing the rabbit there on someone's stool. Speed things on along just a little bit. Are you going for a walk? Yeah, you're getting yourself some joy. Slept in the cold. Okay. Middle of summer, but we slept in the cold. Yeah, let's get these chopped up. Sarge, can you work on a little bit of this wall before you go running off? Let's get some of these blocks used up so get a better idea of what I have in here. Chop any trees along the line here. And then I'll let Sarge go back to hunting those small creatures. We really need to get this wall built before our next attack comes. Super bad. Let's get you to do that. You're cutting a tree, that's fine. We've got 90 blocks here. Don't really need you to do that. What I need you to do is to deliver materials. While Doc is cutting them, you go ahead and deliver them. You're going to chop this bush down, that's fine, that's something I missed. Alright, and I don't trust you to only take... I don't think you're going to take more than that, so... Alright, there we go. As many as you can carry, please. Sarge should be just about done slaughtering the innocent creatures for our meat purposes. Sure, what are you doing? It's time for you to be in bed right now because of your night owl, isn't it? You know what? You can be a little bit unhappy Night owl in daytime, it's -10. It's not very long that she's going to have that. She's going to have it for like another hour. Can I get you to deliver resources, please? Let's get these bunnies chopped up. Let's get all of these animals put away so we can get some more meals and stuff. Like I said, these stews are going to be rotting away very soon. I want to go ahead and get some coolers built in here. I don't think these will ever actually refrigerate anything. I'm pretty sure they'll help the people out in here temperature-wise if we do get a heat wave in the middle of summer. A lot of superior stuff. Bad condition, but still superior. Wooden plates. I think we need a smelter of some sort before we can do anything with that. Why are you... Oh, you're only doing these 10 at a time because of your cooking skill, right? Yeah, it's only a 6. But you keep doing this and you'll get there soon. These should be okay for a couple days. Yeah, those will be fine for a few days. Sarge going to sleep now. A little bit early, but that's alright. You're relaxing. They're getting their last little bit of joy in. I think I'm just going to let her go ahead and jerk these meats through the night. We'll speed things along while everyone's sleeping. And I would like, when everybody wakes up, to prioritize building this wall. And just get this wall done before someone shows up and kills us. Let's get some doors down here and a couple walls in as well. My red shirt finished cooking, and now she is failing horribly at constructing. There's still some meat. See, it's gonna spoil in a day. You know what, we'll leave the meat here, and then once the stews spoil away, then the meat will get used. Why don't you just deliver resources? You're not really very good at constructing. I would really much rather you didn't grab these 5 blocks for something way over here. I'd much rather you go to the stockpile and grab mini blocks. Weak stew is rotted away in storage. Alright. So I'll just have you do that. And then go cook at the food prep station. Because now we're going to need some weak stews. That one's going to spoil any second now, probably. Same with that one. Again, these are the ones that dropped, I believe. She is making a weak stew with just the meat. What's wrong with our rice here? You don't like the rice? Can we make hearty stews? Let's unsuspend the hearty stew and see if she can make that. Yeah, use the rest of that meat. Make a hearty stew. Someone's going to be very happy. And here we go, a heat wave. Doc and... Doc has that one. Alright, so we're going to build one of these in every single bedroom. We're not going to build one in this room yet. We're going to get everybody prioritizing working on these now. Sarge must be off hunting like the last little bunny. Oh, you're shooting this pig. Alright, well, you're done with that now, so I'm going to let you do that. Weak stew is rotted away in storage. I'm okay with that. A nice big pig. Work on that cooler there. At least this way, when everyone comes in for the night, they will be in a good temperature, and that will help ward off whatever heat wave damage that they have incurred during the day. There's not much I can do about this whole area out here right now. Even when I get this wall built up and I get a roof here, we're going to have a geothermal vent, and it's just too large of an area for the coolers to do much. Let's see, we're hot, naked, hot. You're fine. Even though this hasn't been built yet, so you're actually going to get very hot in there. We need materials. Can we chop down just like a few of these trees? Because I really would like to see this wall finished. I have everybody on a 1 for constructing right now, so Doc, I think, is my best plant cutter. So I'm just gonna micromanage him chopping down a couple of these trees. And then Sarge, go and build this cooler. So red shirt. Yeah, she's a little hot right now. No heat stroke on her. Everybody else will probably be starting to get heat stroke for a little while. I could quickly knock out a tailoring bench and maybe start working on that a little bit, but consuming a hearty stew. You go and do that, Sarge. Doc, where are you going? You're going and consuming a hearty stew. I really want someone to do this right here. Otherwise, someone's going to waste a trip from down here to up there to pick up 5 blocks. You're eating the dried agave. Do we not have any stews left? We do. I would much rather you eat that stew right there. Doc, can you fix this hole? Perfect. Since you're all the way over here, why don't you go ahead and grab a bunch of blocks. And you get to work on those doors. Probably have enough steel laying around in the colony itself to get these doors done. Of course, the doors don't really mean anything until the walls are also done, but micromanage a little bit. There's nothing wrong with it. We got some meat here. It's only 2 pieces. We can probably let that go. Although these all spoil. Yeah, we're going to let her chop up all of this stuff tonight. And Red Shirt will probably mostly be working on cooking tonight. Which is fine. Alright, let's get these. Let's get this door built here. Sarge, you. Actually, Doc, why don't you work on this? Because you're good at chopping down trees. You get this door built. You're delivering to these, which is exactly what I need. Alright, now, once we get this door built, yeah, go and knock these things out. We'll actually be fully enclosed in here. Doc's working on that. You're hauling steel. Alright, we're actually fully enclosed now, because these things still count as a wall. The enemy will have to break their way through it, although it will only take them like 1 swing. Oh, it's got 136 HP, so it's got more HP than a wooden door. But they'll still get through it pretty quickly. Alright, this looks good. I'm very happy for this. We have probably a lot of heat stroke. Minor, initial, minor, minor. Alright, so all of these people, though, are going to be, like I said, spending all night inside these rooms. Oh, this one's not done yet. Can you finish building this passive cooler? Yeah, they're gonna really knock out their heat stroke overnight. It's gonna drop rapidly. Not only does it get cooler at night, but with these coolers in their rooms, they'll all be fine. You are building right now. I'm gonna let you, because that is the very last thing that needs to be done. And then we're going to turn everybody's construction, actually. Sarge should be the only 2. Everyone else should be a 3. And you got that 1 more block going, but I'm going to let you go butcher instead. Doesn't matter to me if somebody gets inside this room tonight. Alright, we're going to build a roof specifically over this bedroom first. Yeah, we're going to let them get that roof built, and then we can get one of these beds moved over. Rare thrombos. Okay. We'll see. If we can get some sort of kill box set up before the thrombo makes his way down here, maybe we'll go after him. Maybe. I'm going to bring this down the same length as this one went down. And we're going to work off of this wall for now. However, I want to seal up this first, and then we can get rid of all of this stuff right here. Still don't have any medicine. That's fine. I really don't like you to do that. Can you make stew? Can you make the bulk hearty stew? I suppose you're going to cook these weak stews until you have that ridiculously high number first. Alright, well you can go ahead and do that one. I'd really like to see this rice get used up. Get some hearty stews made. But using 50 meat at one time, turning it into something that won't expire for 3 days. I like to see that too. Are you going to make some hearty? Oh, right. You're going to make a bulk hearty stew, aren't you? It only takes 80 ingredients? Yeah. 10 of them? That's not bad at all. Alright, we're going back to here. How is your cooking? You're at a 6. So I think you need an 8, was it? To do the bulk jerked meats. 5 for that one. 8 for the bulk, yeah. So why are these not growing? Oh, because we probably don't have anybody sowing right now. So we're going to allow the sowing for that, and we're going to put strawberries in here. And we need to get a little door in here. Oh, right there, I say. Because this is built now. We get this little door built. We have a heat wave right now, so we really don't want to contain this geotherm in a room where our people are going to be. Let me take a look at everybody's needs. Heat stroke, initial, and minor, I'll let them get away with. If they get 25% or more, then I'm just going to force them to stay inside. I don't care if I have to draft them and make them stand there. So regarding this, we're going to make a small little room here like this. I think we'll just use some wooden doors. And we're going to expand a no roof area for now over this, so that we can roof in the rest of this room. And then during winter, we're going to probably prop open these doors or just remove them completely. And we'll let this geothermal vent heat the main area here. Alright, we're going to roof all of these. Of course, they're going to finish these because they've already delivered materials. Can you... I know you're going to want to run off and build a roof, but can you haul this chunk first? Just to get it out of the way at least. That's fine. We'll eventually want to get all of these hauled too, because right now they are cover for our enemies inside the kill box, which we don't really need. This Thrumbo is just kind of hanging out here. I think I'm going to try to take him out, actually. We got ourselves a timber wolf over here and a little bit of blood from a rat, apparently. Making a tunic. Are ya? Why? Oh, your heat stroke. Oh, wow, your heat stroke is up to 34%. Ooh. I'm actually good that you're doing that, and we're going to now expand the allowed areas into these bedrooms only for now. And you are going to be restricted to area 1 until your heat stroke goes down. You're still low. You're pretty high there too. Unfortunately, you're going to have to go into there for now too. That's probably going to be for the rest of the day too. They probably won't get any more work done, but that's fine. They need to go cool off. Go into the bedrooms, do some cleaning. I don't care what you do. In fact, why don't you go ahead and chop this? Chop this tree down. Sarge is making a t-shirt. That's fine. Yeah, I think the heat wave, we have enough to worry about with this heat wave. We're not going to mess with that Thrumbo. I'm just going to leave the poor thing alone. See, this is a poor bed anyway, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and try again with the beds in here. That one was a good bed. Right, how is our heat Heat stroke is serious now. It should be going down in here. 38C. Your maximum comfortable is 32. You just have a t-shirt and pants on, that's all. Well, I could maybe make another one or two of these. I don't know if that's going to help. You're fine up until 46. You're only fine until 30. How are you not dying yet? You're fine. You don't even have any injuries. Why don't you get this passive cooler built and see if we can get it maybe a little bit cooler in this room. These bedrooms are significantly cooler, so once we go to bed, just unrestrict everybody to make sure that they can all get into their beds. Once we go to bed, things should be fine. Seeking safe temperature. Yeah. Your heat stroke's back down to minor. Yeah, okay, through the night, we're going to be okay. You're a little hot in here still. But it's also nighttime again. It's also nighttime now, so we should be much better off. You're still cooking and jerking the meats. I'm going to let you finish that. Your construction's a 6. It's not that bad, so I'm going to get you to try to go and put those beds together. Cooking a hearty stew. Alright. That'll use the last of the meat. And then she shouldn't have anything else to do, so she should go and try to construct. Or stone cut. Alright, you can bring that block in, but then I want you to go work on this. If we get the resources at least delivered to this, they're going to build this before they build the roof. Let's get you to build these doors. Now we have lots of trees laying around now. That's a good thing. Chop some wood. We need to get this. The heat wave is over. Alright. So we don't really have to worry too much about that anymore. I need to get this to hold steel slag. There we go. So that we can haul this stuff out of the main room here. What is this? Unfinished wooden wood pitch glue. Okay, that can stay there. They're cutting trees, it's fine. Yeah, so the heat wave's over, so we're just gonna let these... Can I get wood back for these? That's my question. Let's deconstruct that. And keep an eye on it. If we're gonna get wood back, then we'll go ahead and deconstruct them all. No, we're not gonna get anything back for it, so we're just gonna leave them there. Unless people get slept in the cold from them, then we'll just delete them. It is possible to get another heat wave. And we have a mad animal. A local timber wolf has gone mad. It was the one that was sitting right outside of our wall. Well, I don't really want to mess with a wolf. So let's get everybody into position here. In front of this door. Let the wolf come to us while we have the most guns pointed at it. You two can go back to what you were doing. He's coming after these 3. Alright, let's get some fire down on him. There you go. And we'll allow him to be hauled. She wants to relax socially, which is probably going to put her in this room anyway, so we'll let her haul the wolf. And we probably need to knock crafting down to a 3 now, because we have plenty of blocks. We have our main room built. We're working on getting this set up, and we just have a couple of little things to do here and there. I think we're doing a lot better off this episode than we were at the last episode, because this time they've given us things that we can choose to mess with, which is the thrumbo, and I choose not to mess with it. Although now that I have all of my area here built, it's tempting. It's really tempting. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave him alone. So we're going to get this right here finished. Hopefully. We're going to get the roof built in here. and then we're going to unload all of this stuff into different areas. We're going to segregate the areas off a little bit. Like this area will be segregated off a little bit, and then we'll have like a construction area for stone, and construction area for, or a crafting area for metal. And I made these one too far apart, didn't I? Oh no, they're like 2 or 3 too far apart. I was counting, but then I stopped counting, and yeah, things happen. Let's put one here, one here, one here, here, there, and there. And we shouldn't need anything anywhere else. Once we get, we also really need to get this door built. Reserved by dock. Alright, that's just a regular wooden door. So once we get this door built, it'll separate. Alright, so now we only have 62 unroofed, which should be taken care of once. Oh, right, we have all of this stuff too, so this is all considered a roof. Why are they so slacking? So you haul that chunk. Alright, it's the roof building mod. That's right. They really like to prioritize building and deconstructing roofs. However, we did not want a roof area over here. This is our garden for strawberries. So we need to get rid of that roof. And we need to delete the zone from in front of this door, so this door can close. Haul this slag. No empty... we deleted the whole zone. I did not want to delete that whole zone. That's alright. We're going to make a new dumping stockpile zone over here. We're going to take the corpses out of it. Julian, if you would haul this. Alright, we are starting to look like an actual colony now. Not just a couple little ramshack buildings shoved together. Sarge is working on the beds. Nobody wants to work on this. Okay. Julian was just going down here for some very odd reason. Can't explain why. Alright, so now that we have all of this set up, in the next episode, if this Thrumbo is still hanging around, we're going to take a shot at him, duck inside, and have the Thrumbo come up through here. Have everybody waiting by these doors, shooting at him. As soon as he gets close, everybody will run into these doors, and then we'll go and hide in the wooden area and let him come into us through there. So, that'll do it for this episode. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope to see you next time.